set it for so early. Ah, my microphone's not plugged in. Like, what the heck is he saying? Oops. Okay, let me plug this microphone in. Oh, I dropped it. Drop the microphone. Drop the mic. There we go. Hooray! I'm plugged in now. Okay, let's see. Okay, past the ad. Let's check the volume. There we go. Hooray! I'm plugged in now. Okay, cool. Sound seems to be working. So I've had this Frosta sitting here forever, waiting to be opened so we can look at her. And I thought, you know what? If I'm going to open her, I got to do it right. I got to have other Frosta figures to compare her to. And I guess I should have some other Masterverse figures too to check her height. You know, I need the pop figures. Hold on. Oh, I see She-Ra down there. She-Ra. Come on out of there, She-Ra. Oh. And then we also need... there she is. The Catra. Catra! The Jealous Beauty. Alright, she's got crud on her mask. You got crud on your mask. Bump, bump, bump. Alright, anyway. I spent so long fighting to get her mask off, the crud fell off. Let's put her mask back on now. Is it just me, or she looks like Scarlet Witch to you? She could be... At the time I saw a Scarlet Witch costume, and it was kind of crazy because it was so much like... I almost called her Frosta. Like this lady, Catra, that it was kind of crazy. It's like it's a couple changes, and you got yourself a Catra costume. Lower the headdress a little bit, put some green eyes on it, and bada bing, bada boom. Get rid of the pink stockings it had with it, and you'd have yourself a Catra costume. Catra! Anyway, I'm going to set these aside for now. And so, one thing that I remember when I was younger, they showed Frosta as a love interest for He-Man, potentially. And that really intrigued me. I kind of like that idea. You know, you got Frosta and you got Ice Armor He-Man. What a couple. Huh! Match made in heaven. I know everyone likes Teela, but you know what? I think Frosta's pretty hot. Well, I guess she's not pretty hot. I guess she's pretty cool because, you know, she's Frosta. But anyway, needless to say, I told my kids and stuff that Frosta was He-Man's girlfriend, and they all bought it. And we had a Frosta action figure, even though there was the boys playing, but we had to have one or two girls to go along too with all the figures. So I think Frosta was the only female figure we had besides Teela and Evil Lyn. We didn't have any other of the pop figures, such as Frosta. And I remember buying her specifically so He-Man would have his girlfriend from there. But anyway, if you take a look at this face, that face, it just looks horrid. I don't know what happened. I mean, it doesn't look bad for the shape, but right there, she looks not really that attractive. I don't get what went wrong or what happened when they, you know, produced this figure. Hey, Todd, time for a chill steam. There you go. It's chill time. Anyway, so I bought this cool custom head that I just love. It is amazing looking. And I actually bought some She-Ra heads from the same lady, but she ended up vanishing off the internet before I got them. After I paid, but before they were shipped. And so my wife was kind of ticked. She's like, man, you paid so much money for those heads and now you're not going to get them. I said, you know, this lady has some medical conditions. I think she had something awful like cancer or something. And I'm like, you know, just look at it as we donated her money to help her out with her medical expenses. And then my wife was a little more, okay, I guess I could see that. I mean, granted, you know, for a while I was bitter myself because I really wanted the She-Ra heads more. Actually, no, it wasn't She-Ra. It was actually Teela heads. That's right. It was Teela heads that I bought from her. I wanted the Teela heads more than I did the money. But, you know, I was kind of glad that I could help her because she seemed like a person that really enjoyed Masters of the Universe a lot because she did a lot of cool customs. It's funny, she was out of Italy, maybe it was France, I don't remember exactly. But I remember telling my son jokingly, because he's about the same age as her, that I need to send him over to meet her and see if they could fall in love so I can get some free He-Man stuff. And he's like, Dad, that's just wrong. But anyway, so let's take a look at Frosta. Here she is, Frosta, Princess of Power. And you can see on the back, oh, look how cool that artwork looks. That looks really cool. Now, I know not everybody's a Frosta fan. I am, as you know. There's even a cosplayer on YouTube that I've talked about her channel before, and she does Frosta videos, and it's kind of funny. And she reminds me sometimes of my oldest granddaughter, the girl who does this, but she's obviously a little older, but their costume is pretty cool. She did a bunch of other costumes too, but Frosta's her main thing. There's the other figures in this line. Frosta, of course, Evil Lyn, Roboto, and Stratos. You know what? I still got these just sitting here, just waiting to be opened as well. Just sitting on my floor. Just waiting for me to rip them open someday. Someday I will make a video opening up those other figures and comparing them with other figures in the past. All right, let's see who's here. Mike V says Frosta is cool. Toys with Tom I said Frosta's weapon looks like Dandelion. It kind of does. Well, without further ado, drum roll please. There she is. Frosta, the Snow Lady. And looks like she has some really weird accessories here. Some kind of frost power of some sort. I'm guessing it goes on her hand or her nose. See, I guess it goes like this. She sneezed really hard. Pachoo! Anyway, I'm guessing it's some kind of power that she shoots from her hands, I'm guessing. Maybe it goes on here somehow. I don't know. We'll figure it out later. She comes with extra hands, so that's cool. Of course, hands I'll probably never use because they're open. And she comes with her staff. Ew. Oh, it's tape. Why, Mattel? Stop with the tape already. You can see I'm pulling this tape off right here on her Frosty. You know what's funny is when my kids used to play Candyland, they always fought over the Queen Frostine card because that was the card that meant you were going to win the game any minute if you got Queen Frostine. And so it's kind of funny. It kind of reminds me of that. Anyway, let's get that staff out of there. The staff infection. Now, this is kind of an interesting dealy bob because we got this staff right here, and like someone mentioned, it's like a dandelion. It does spin, but the other Frosta staffs, when you blew on them, they would spin. See, like a windmill, like you have a little kid's windmill or a little garden windmill. But this one, it ain't doing it. It ain't spinning. There's no twisty power to it. You got to actually do it with your finger. So you can't use an air blower and just nail this thing or a fan and have it spin. You have to actually spin it by hand as opposed to the old ones where you could actually blow them. And I believe even the one from the 80s figures, which I don't have anymore, you would also be able to blow on it to have it. I think I remember seeing the commercial, my She-Ra video shows some girl blowing on the fan. Oh, stand. Now, this is not her normal Shaw. I put that on. It's actually from Captain Cold from DC. And the color matched just right. Because on these classics figures, this is how they made white. I'm like, that's not white. And people that were really good at painting, they would paint all their stuff white on here. It looked way better white. But I found this piece from Captain Cold, which was also made by Mattel. And it matched so well, I thought, you know what, that's kind of cool. Put a little Shaw on her shoulders. So she got the Shaw. The other one did not. I should have painted the other one white, though, this one here. I kept thinking about it, but I just never got around to painting her. I guess I'm afraid that it's going to come off on all the joints anyway, and it's going to mess up, and when you put the shield on, it's going to come off, and it's going to be a huge mess. I guess that's why I didn't do it. I didn't do it because of fear of the mess of the scraping of the paint, because there's too many movable joints. Mattel, why didn't you make it white? But this time they did it right. They made it much more white. Even has kind of a pearlescent glow to it. So that's really cool. So let's go ahead and get this second piece of tape off her cape and get her out of here. If I ever get out of here. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Ugh. The tape's stuck on my fingers. Now, as you guys know, whenever I have a caped figure I pull out of the box, I always like to cut the back of the box in order to get it out of there without damaging the cape. And so I will cut that like so. And we will force her out of her box. I'm not going to take the time to cut the little plastic pieces, just slide her out of there. And there she is. There she is. Miss America. There we go. Be careful, her waist piece turns. So you can actually rotate it and have it off center. So kind of a loose waist or a loose loincloth piece there. So articulation. She has ankle articulation. It rotates too. And she has a boot cut. She has double jointed knees. Oh, they're tight. She's tight. There we go. And then she has an upper thigh cut. And then her legs go out. This is very soft material, so you could easily have her sit somewhere, do a flying kick or something else. So that's really cool. And then her upper part turns. Her waist should turn too. Let's force that waist. Okay, come on. Her waist has to turn. Otherwise that... Oh, what the heck? No way. This whole piece is her loincloth all the way up. Weird. So this is all one piece of rubber all the way up there. So you can push on her stomach there. And it's actually rubber all the way up. Crazy. So when I'm turning her this way, I think her inside's turning. Not her. No, maybe not. Oh, I see. I see. So her turn point, she's made a lot like... Let me get a light in here so you guys can see. We're going to shine a light up her dress. I think there's some kind of law against that now, but luckily she's not a real person, so we can do this. So if you take a look at this, you can see there is a connection point right up to where the color changes. And that is where the turn is. So that is where her waist turn is. So it's like right here, right below the belt. And I'm guessing if you use hot water, you could probably pop that off there, but we're not going to do that today. All right, then she has a cloth cape, which is stuck in her hair. There we go. And like I said, her upper part twists. And she has shoulders, bicep cut, double jointed elbows, and then her wrist bend too. Now she has pearlescent white here, but not on her hands. So her hands are just white. And then her feet are the same way, where it's not pearlescent, it's just white. But her loincloth is definitely pearlescent. So loincloth is pearlescent. Her boots really aren't. Her legs, I can't tell if that is or not. All right, then she has the cool sporting the clear blue hair, which was a really cool idea that Mattel did with this figure. It kind of gave her, that head just pops off like nothing. That'll be easy to do the head swap later. Ugh. There we go. All right. And I do like her, the way they did her cape better on this figure than on the other one. Let's go and compare to other figures in the line, and then we will do some head swaps and some fun stuff. So, how tall is Frosta next to She-Ra? She-Ra. Well, She-Ra seems to be a little taller, I'm guessing. It's hard to tell. It's close. Yeah, I think She-Ra's a little bit taller than Frosta. Maybe not. Maybe it's just the tiara that's throwing me off. She does have the same arms, though, as She-Ra. Even the same arm cuffs. even the little hooks right there. Her legs are different though, because this is a different piece right here than here. So her feet are the same. And wow, She-Ra's got the rubber piece going all the way up too, I think. How could I miss that last time? Interesting. Really, well, you know what? Let's look at Frosta. Frosta's got the same thing too. She's got her rubber piece going all the way up to underneath her rib cage. Cool, cool. Dun, 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 dun. All right, let's do a head swap. Okay, I'm gonna have to heat it up first. Oh, she's got a cloth cape. No, I hate heating up figures with cloth capes. Let me try pulling it off one more time before I add the heat. Nope. It's time to melt you, Frosta. Into the hot water. Brrr. Okay. Not going to leave her too long. Just long enough to soften it up enough to get that head off. Because I don't want to... Our cape already got soaked. That came off pretty easy. Let's go and try the Mattel head first. I'm sure it's going to be monstrously huge looking on her. Let's try swapping this. Well, that does not look too shabby. Let's take this off. Now, it is interesting as her head does sit lower on here. There we go. It's not too bad now. Actually, I think that looks pretty good. That looks mighty good. That head does look way better on that Classics than the head that Mattel gave us originally. And what's nice, oops, I even aimed on her, sorry you guys. And what's nice, they actually gave her a chin. As you saw with our She-Ra, we didn't get a chin. They might have gave her just a little bit too much chin, I'm not sure. Maybe it's just the lighting. We'll turn the lights off. Hold on. Let me get this light out of there. If you raise her neck up a little bit, it does look better. So if I was to use this head on this figure, I'd probably raise it up. You know what? I'm going to steal the cape too. Let's take the cape and the head. And again, I'd raise it up to about right there. Except for the wetness, that does look pretty cool. Ugh. Now I have to get a second Frosta so I can use it with my Classics, because that looks pretty cool. Don't get me wrong. I mean, this Classics body is, or this Masterverse body is cool. And if I didn't have a Frosta, I would definitely keep this and use it with my Classics. But I think that head looks really cool on the Classics figure. All right, let's go ahead and pull this head out now. Pull your head out, Frosta. Try to shake off most of the water. Is this a tight fit? If I can get it back off afterwards. Yeah, it's not going to fit on there. By the time I get it on, it's going to be, and it's going to look pretty huge on her too. All right, so I'm going to add an O-ring to the inside of that, just to lift the head up a little bit. I'll be right back. I'm going to grab my O-rings. We already have them in here. Let's see. I'm surprised my O-rings aren't already in this room, because I grabbed them the other day for something else accidentally. There they are. I did have them. I knew I had my O-rings somewhere. I just want something just to lift that head up just a little bit. So I'm just sticking in a little O-ring in there. That looks way better. Just that little bit of height on the neck makes all the difference. Oh. Stand, Frosta. And I have to admit, I was thinking of stealing this head when I first saw it in the package. Man, that looks cool. I think I might even like that better than my super expensive $65 head I bought. Okay, you guys, it's time for the vote. So, the super expensive custom head with the greenish light blue hair, or the multiverse head with the purplish blue hair. Let's see, Masterverse. Oh, that stinks that Masterverse is a pain to get in someone else said light blue hair. I'm guessing you mean this for light blue hair. Masterverse, Masterverse. Well, now I'm gonna have to look and see what she looks like next to other figures in the line from Classics. So I'm gonna do a head swap. I can't just do a head swap without making sure she doesn't look like she's a freak with a small little bean head. Okay. You know, it doesn't look too small. It looks a little small, but not like crazily small. Yeah. It does not look too bad for sizing. I mean, it is a little small, but not crazily small. Not everyone's head's the same size either, so. And next to Adora, her head's going to look pretty small, but Adora's head's a little larger than most Classics heads. That is cool. That's it. This is my new Frosta head for my Classics, and my new Frosta cape for my Classics. Yeah, exactly, Gnomsky. Everyone has different size heads. Yeah, the color might be a little off. It looks a little whiter, but have you ever seen women when they put the makeup on and sometimes they have a little bit whiter faces? I'm not too worried about the color being off. I just wish She-Ra's head looked so well on there, on the She-Ra figure, but it does not. So far I've changed out one of my Teelas with a Masterverse head, and now I've changed out my Frosta. Who's next on the docket? Who's going to get a head swap from a Masterverse figure? Oh, I was going to pull out Catra, but Catra's in my Horde box, not my, not this Catra. The Classics Catra's in my Horde box, not in my She-Ra box. Of course, this She-Ra looks the coolest, because her head dress needs to keep being fixed. I put the 2000X headdress on her, but I had it glued, but sometimes the glue snaps off the side of her head a little bit. All right. Did you see the new Masters of the Universe leaks? I did. I really hate to make videos on leaks on things that we don't even have pictures of or anything. They use pictures of on some of the videos and pictures of a custom Ram Man and of other figures from the past. So that looks so cool. I am really happy I got this Frosta now, just for replacing that head. Now what to do with this body. Too bad she didn't come with a secondary head, which is making a scowl or something. Let's see, do we got any extra heads in here? Here we go. I found a head. Oh, there we go. Frosta and He-Man had a child. What else do I got in here? Oh! Skeletor, you dog. I don't have any extra female heads anywhere. Yeah, the female heads are a rare commodity. There we go. Dun da da. Let's see, just add hairdryer and I'll give Revelation Merman and Filmation Classics head. Yes, that would be a good one to do. Oh, I found a female head. Oh, let some of you guys get angry after seeing this head. Dun da da! I can feel the rage through the internet. No, not that Tila head. Anything but that. Oh, no, ski boo. Let's see if I got any other female heads in here. Another Skeletor head, another Skeletor head. There we go. There's another head. It's the same color as Tila's hair, just about. There we go. The bearded lady. Okay. We've had enough fun messing with headless Frosta. That's what I should do. I should get a pumpkin head for her. It's a bummer that Classics females heads don't fit on there, because I got a ton of She-Ra heads. Well, not a ton, but I got some extra ones sitting around. But her skin tone's way darker. Actually, my coolest She-Ra head I thought would be great was this right here. It's some stupid ring that I bought. I thought it'd be cool for a headdress, but it doesn't look right. I thought it'd be cooler, but most expensive She-Ra headdress ever. It's a bummer that Frosta head does not fit on there, though. I just want to see what it looks like. Let's see if the cape fits on there. Actually, it does. That's funny. You could put the cape on there. Yeah, it's just that ball joint's so large compared to... Let's look at the size difference in these ball joints. So there's a huge difference between the size of the ball joints for the female figures. That looks so cool. I am so happy about this figure. I'm kind of annoyed now that I bought that Frosta head a long time ago, because like I said, I spent a lot of money and I waited almost 2 years to get it. Lots of frustration. Ooh, Classics Fisto. Dude, your odds of finding Classic Fisto at a good price is like almost nil. They didn't even make enough for all the people that ordered them originally. So there was like a shortage right from the beginning. I like this too because now I have a clear distinction between the two. They look so much different now. This could be the young one. This could be the older one. If I wanted to do like storylines. Man, that looks cool. I am so happy with that. I know it sounds funny for a man to be that happy about a female doll head. What is wrong with you, man? You just don't understand. After having this ugly Frosta head plague the line for so long, and then buying this cool head, but it's so fragile. You can just hear it. It's made out of a real fragile material. And it's all hand painted, so any little scuff or anything else is just going to destroy it. All right, let's check out your guys' final comments. They gave that head too much of an underbite. This one here? Yeah, I guess she does, huh? Oh, the custom? Yeah, from the side view, it looks kind of weird. You're right. From the front view, though, it looks amazing. But the side view, yeah, I couldn't believe when I actually got it and saw how far her face stuck out. That kind of shocked me. But I always saw from the front view only online. I never saw the side view. Look at that new head. That is perfecto. Maybe not perfecto, but it's really good. So I'm happy. And she has clear hair again. And their hair matches her body better than this hair here. This hair's too purple. Crazy. Thanks, Patel. Like the head. What? Her hair changes color? Are you kidding me? I dipped it in the hot water. Wonder what causes it to change color then. Because I didn't see it change color in the hot water, did we? Where's the box? Where did I throw that? All right. Bruce Campbell, Frosta. Hey, Bruce Campbell's cool, man. That's crazy. I just had that Frosta box just like minutes ago. And somehow I lost the box. Oh, there it is. I stuck another box on top. I put my She-Ra box on top. I didn't say nothing about the hair changing color, but... I guess I'll dip her in hot water again. Maybe it's cold water you gotta have. I don't have any cold water in here. Bloop. I don't see any perceivable color change, but now her cape is wet again. All right. That's all I got. A mix of good She-Ra with some parts from the evil Adora figure. What is her name? The evil Adora is what is her name? Somebody tell me online what her name is. I think it has the name Horde in it somewhere, or Hordak in it somewhere. Despera. Ugh. That's what it was. Oh, someone else already wrote it. Hey, thanks, Shadow. And here is the mask that comes with Despera. Now, normally she has this short hair. And you guys know how I feel about short hair. You guys have heard me complain enough about it. And it's funny, as she turns into She-Ra, her hair grows long in the comic. It's like, what the heck? I have been tempted to try to draw these black lines under her eyes on the Adora head. But I'm not comfortable enough with my skills at drawing it like that. Mine would not look nearly that good. So I just stuck a Dora on there just the way it is without the black lines. Looks like upside down eyebrows or something. It's kind of weird. See if you cover it up like this. It could be her eyebrows. Woo! Anyway. Yep. So there is Despera. Now originally the prototype of Despera had these small little itty bitty legs in the back and it looked really weird, but they fixed it before they released her. Which I'm glad, because I was thinking about how to fix it and what parts to use, but I didn't have to worry about it. So yes, I did use a Dora's head on my Despera with the long hair. Alright, she's going back in the bin with her short hair. They made her out of black plastic. Why? Why, Mattel? Black plastic causes nothing but problems. You can see, I was looking at her eyelid right there, and she has a small little black mark. Chances are it's a hole in her paint. So if I try to clean that, it's going to get worse and worse and worse. And that happens all the time with black plastic figures, is they end up, the paint comes off. It gets stuck somewhere and you pull it, and then it comes off. The helmet's also black, but that's not that big of a deal because it's not a skin tone. But I dislike when Mattel uses black plastic. It just ruins everything. It ruins everything, man. Okay, final comments, then I'm going to go. She-Ra takes the gloves off and gets her old Despera gear. There you go. Mustache She-Ra. You know, it's funny. Let's take a look at that head again. If you were to make 3 of those lines, it'd be whiskers. If you had 3 of those lines coming off instead of just one set, you know, a second set a little lower and a third set a little lower, like she was some kind of cat girl. Wow! It's Catwoman She-Ra. Someone plucked some of her whiskers. Only has 2 left. I never got what was the deal with the football paint on her head anyway. I know, it's supposed to look more evil. Evil. Alright, let me toss these heads back in my box. Toss these parts back in my She-Ra box. What's funny though, now at this point, I no longer have a regular looking Frosta. So I may take this head off just to put the regular head back on. Oh, it's so tight though. I forgot I put that on really good. I dremeled it out because the head didn't fit at first. I'm going to leave it. What the heck? I got to swap this head out. It swaps out pretty quick and pretty easy. Not going to mess with my Frosta custom head. What's funny is I spent more on the head than I did on the figure, which is kind of ironic. Let's just see what this looks like back on. I guess I got to do them in order if I'm going to put it back on. I was hoping to put the cape underneath it. Yeah, that looks stupid. No more shawl for you. That looks cool. All right, you guys. Like, subscribe, tell your friends. Tell you today you watched this video about this strange guy that was so excited about his new doll head. And that's all that I got. Until next time, good journey. I put all my She-Ra dolls away. They're not dolls, man. They're action figures. They have plastic hair. Plastic hair. Anyway. My wife used to do that just to annoy me, to be funny. Getting your dolls out? They're not dolls. They are action figures. Okay, whatever. No, really. What's the difference? Well, the hair. The hair's the difference. Of course, baby dolls have hard plastic hair nowadays. I almost stuck her in the She-Ra box. This is a cool Evil Lyn. I don't care what you say. Cool Evil Lynn. It's funny, when I first got her thing didn't spin. So I had to make it so it would spin. It was just super tight. Burp, 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 burp. I hooked it up to a drill motor and spun it like crazy until it got loose enough that it would spin. But now her hair rubs on it. I didn't realize I was going to do that. See, her hair is the problem. There's your problem. I think if you take her head and you use it under her chin, well, I can't get it off. See, look, her head doesn't even match her skin tone. And this figure came this way. So she's got a little bit too much makeup on too. All right, is that all the She-Ra figures? Almost forgot a head. Oh, the blast. We did not figure out how the blast works. How's this shell look on her? You know, it looks pretty cool on her. So the blast, let's try it on her arm. There we go. Doesn't fit very well, but it kind of goes on there. I'll just throw the headless She-Ra in there. My granddaughters are going to find her. Or not She-Ra, but Frosta. Ah, what happened to her head? I should put 2 little dots on here, a little smiley face. That'd be hilarious. That's her head right there. Her name is Little Frozen Head. Little Frozen Head. That'd be hilarious. Take my my pen and my 3D pen and make hair coming off it. That'd be hilarious. The Marvel character Blizzard. Yes. I can't believe that's it. That's it. I got more figures to open. I might do some more tonight. Probably not. The blast effect fits good on fist. Fits good on fist. Good old Beetlejuice. There you go with the shrunken head. It's freeze dried. Shrunk. All right. Good journey. Until next time. Goodbye.